Anita, your favorite diva, and I'm back. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. Let the diva know you stopped by. Make sure you subscribe if you like the vibe. If this is your first time here, welcome and welcome back, Diva Squad. So I give it 3 out of 5 stars. It knew what it was and it delivered just that. I'm doing a trailer reaction. Video on Nidra the Diva's channel.
We don't tread softly, but not flossy, The streets that taught me, but we too bossy, We don't tread softly, but not flossy, The streets that taught me, I'm just trying to get my nigga paid. We came from Section 8, and I knew I was at since the 2nd grade. Man, I swear my time is coming, cause I'm never late. Came from broken homes and broken dreams to getting paid.
What's good, y'all? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all see me? We are live. Are we live? Are we live? Say hello. If you're in the building, we're going to get started. Let me go ahead. I want us to look.
Moving too bossy, we don't tread softly, but not flossy, The streets that taught me, but we're too bossy, we don't tread softly, but not flossy, The streets that taught me, I'm just trying to get my nigga paid. We came from Section 8, and I knew I was at since the 2nd grade. Man,
I'm just about to share real quick the different platforms. Y'all go ahead and listen to my dude.
Listen close, this is not a drill. Cause hungry trying to get a meal. I've been in light, who gon' pay a bill? I've been in action, been in traction. Surplus with niggas lacking. Shining light, but still be blacking. Red lights will stop the action.
I don't mind if nobody's in here because I know I've been kind of MIA, but I'm gonna go ahead and do my thug thizzle. Y'all go ahead and like up the live, pay your entry fee, say hello in the comments. I am gonna get started very shortly. How's everybody doing? I've been like super busy. Life has been lifing. Hopefully things will start to calm down as we move into the next year. Yes, honey, I am looking forward to 2026, baby, because 2025 has been a bust, okay? And that's all I'm going to say about that. I hope everybody's doing well. Let me take a look at the comments, see if anybody's up in here. It is all good. Hey, Shayna Boo. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you, Boo. I know it's probably not going to be too many people in here. We're just going to be shooting the shit for real, for real. I had to get, because I actually enjoyed the Never Ever Met season 2. I definitely liked it better than season 1. And do I want a season 3? Absolutely, because why not? Yes, we're going to get into it. Baby, I'm telling you, these people are a piece of work. They are a piece of work. Go ahead and turn this down because I don't want it to be too distracting. But yeah, look, if me and my good girlfriend Shayna MacD, y'all make sure y'all subscribe to her channel. Make sure you drop her a Cash App because she is still demonetized. That is my girl. So we are gonna go ahead and get into it. So if it's just me and my good girl Shayna talking about it, then we just gonna get into what we gonna get into. Okay, y'all. So I am really gonna be covering my thoughts over season 2. Like I said, that season 2 was like, listen, it gave what it was supposed to give. You know what I'm saying? No, that's me. I turned it down so it's not so distracting, y'all. But what I will say is that this reunion needed to happen. However, Rhonda, girl, why did you drop the ball like that? oh my God, I felt like she was so disconnected, and I don't feel like she had all of the facts, and she couldn't do the follow-up questions like she needed to. She was shutting things down that we needed some more expounding on. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a lot. It's just a lot. It's just a lot. We're gonna talk about it, but I am glad because if any show needed a reunion, it was this one because there was a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes that the people that were in the experience didn't hear from the male counterparts and the female counterparts, and we need to be calling these niggas to the carpet. Hello? Can we call him to the carpet or can we not? Okay. Listen, she was not asking the burning questions, girl. Yeah, she definitely dropped the ball. Girl, get my good girl Shayna up there. Get Jesse Wu up there. Get some people that's gonna ask the questions that needed to be asked, baby. But we're gonna go ahead and get into it. For the first part, let's talk about the fashions. You know, when we get into the reunions, we talk about the fashions. We know it ain't gonna be done up like the housewives, right? So, okay. That aside, I thought everybody looked decent. I think everybody looked decent. I think all the girls pretty much looked good. I saw so many people cutting up on Alicia's wig. Y'all, I used to wear a little short little dude like that too, girl. You couldn't tell me nothing, but that was in my heyday. I don't do that no more. But I didn't think she looked bad. She looked decent, but child, when I tell you they was dragging her, it was too funny to me. Um, Thank you, Alicia, for not Alicia, Alexis for waking up. I felt like she finally woke up, saw Chris for who and what he was. I wish he would have woke up a little earlier because girl, he had you out here looking like a thirsty ass baby. The thirst, oh my God, the thirst was real, baby. I wanted to give you some of my H2O. I was like, girl, yikey, yikey. Girl, I'm telling you, people was cutting up talking about that 27 piece, baby. Too funny, too funny. Now the guys, now the only looker over there for me is Brandon. Brandon is real, real cute. He's real, real, real cute, and he looked good. Like he looked very put together. It's something about his demeanor and his attitude. It's like something that we're not really seeing. I think he has like some kind of controlling issues. Like he want to be somebody's daddy, tell somebody what to do. That's why I like I couldn't really hang with Kiki for too long because she started letting her dirty slip show. But when they first came out there, I was Team Kiki because Brandon was doing team too much. So I was Team Kiki until girl she done showed her whole entire ass. But I felt like wasn't nobody drinking more than nobody else. I felt like every time I saw everybody, they had a glass in their hand, and it felt like Brandon was one that just kept putting it on Front Street. Anyway, um, Chris, I think he's a good looking guy, but it's his mannerisms that take him. I heard he was on Radio Love. I feel like I watched a season with him on it, but he didn't make too much of an impression either way or whatever. But in this show, no. Ty, baby, Unc, I'm gonna need you to get another barber. I'm gonna need you to always wear a hat and never wear your hair like that again. What is going on with Ty's hair? It ages him so much. It makes him look yikes. He looks crazy. So now I understand why Britt looking at him and ain't attracted to him because girl, what? Put the hat back on. Like not saying he a bad looking dude, but girl, you know how some dudes gotta live with their hat on and some dudes gotta have their beard and their mustache. He's that guy. He's one of them ones that he all whatever he does. Hey Mo 69. Girl, yes, girl. When she fell out and she sitting up there sucking her thumb and all this foolishness or whatever, it was a mess. She like passed out on the ottoman. I said, "Oh, girl." No. But at the end of the day, look, who am I? Who am I? Like my close friends know, but I ain't on TV doing it though. Listen, hey, Candy Love. I'm glad you came and stopped by. Yes, Mo 69. All my little people's coming up in here. Okay. All right. Yes. So all of that, and you know, who is y'all? Let me know who is the worst guy on the panel. I would say, child, girl, all them niggas was flawed. All of them. All of them. But if I was to say the worst, I would definitely say Jared. And then I would say the dude with the dreads. What's the dude with the dreads name? I can't think of his goddamn. Yeah, Jared is the worst, baby. I'm trying to tell you. Yes, Jared is the worst. And the dude that's right behind him with the dreads that was with Alicia. They both had nasty Irvin, yes. They both had nasty attitudes. Very, very nasty. Well, Alicia and Irvin. So you can definitely tell why they just kept clashing like that. So I was just like, all right. So I mean, it didn't work out. I'm glad that they didn't prolong it. I felt like they tried. They gave it the good old college try. But don't force it. So I'm glad that they both was able to um do the things. I think Alicia is very, very nasty. She's like she give nice nasty. Like, if you don't really watch her, you would think she's okay, but if you interact with her and you get to see her demeanor, how she acts, you will get to say, oh, like, ooh, she a little funky, a little something. Not saying I don't feel like she was funky to any of the women, but I feel like it's in her. I feel like if there was some kind of clash, oh yeah, she was gonna do the worst. Yes, Clay, yeah, 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 yeah. Y'all are right. Y'all are right. Y'all are right. Y'all are right. I can get behind that. We can intertwine Irvin and Clay Cavassier. Cavassier at any time. We can interchange them. But yeah, and then of course, child Ty, he was a mess. He was a mess. Oh, let's go ahead and get into it. The guys look fine. Fine, I guess. Let's keep moving. Okay. So yeah, we're looking. We're looking. Jared is like the biggest fuck nigga I have ever seen on TV. Now, trust me, y'all, I don't watch a lot of these dating shows. Y'all had got me into Love is Blind. I just started getting into the Ultimatum, but I don't watch all of the shows. Like, people watch all of the shows. I'm sure y'all have seen some fuck niggas come on the screen. But Jared is so diabolical. And the fact that he talks and he tells the truth, and then Charlie is sitting up here like, well, I don't know. He sound like I you still want to crack? Like, girl, I was like, Charlie, wake up. Is anybody home? That whole situation with her, like, when I tell you, I had wrote a tweet when I first watched the first or second episode. It was the first episode. I was like, Charlie is one of those passing girls. Like, I feel like she's mixed race, y'all. I don't know. Y'all correct me in the comments. She feels like she's mixed race, but she is white passing to me, and she is one of the ones that is kind of integrated in the neighborhood and kind of like a pass around, like she like the BBC, and she just out here just getting it how she live and having a baby for everybody that she sleep with. Like, girl, you know, I was just like, girl, this is not a good look. It was not a good look for Charlie. Charlie looked completely foolish, even up until the reunion. Like, most of the girls have gotten it. Like, they done got the wake up call, but I feel like Charlie still don't got it, y'all. Charlie still don't got it. She don't got it. What's up, West Coast Barbara? Oh my God, yes, he is so immature. And do you like the way he thinks, Shayna? Like he's like everything is gonna come to an end. It's just when. So when I'm sitting up here and I'm like, I'm watching this, like this is your Yelp review, Jared. Any woman who comes in contact with Jared willingly after watching his opinion on relationships and how he treated Charlie, someone he was dating online for 4 years, they both lying to each other. Like, what are y'all doing? Like, I, I don't know. I just never, I never function like that. I never could be like, how you gonna be in a whole relationship or you having babies with this, that man, the other, and then you still over here having an emotional relationship or a pen pal relationship or online relationship trying to develop feelings with somebody else and you having a whole nother nigga's baby. Like, I don't, it's it's above me now. It's above me now. I just don't I just yes. Man, when I tell you it was a mess. He was gaslighting. I am so you don't like the red hair on Charlie? Let me see. Let me see it first. Yeah, it kind of washes her. Then she kind of had the same color dress on. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. I can see that. Girl, Tati looked good. Tati had the girls out. I was like, hey girl. She looked good. She looked good, y'all. Um, I thought everybody looked like for real, for real. I'm telling you, Alicia really looks nice. Like if she didn't have that 27 up in that drama, she just had it laid or whatever. She looked cute. She looked cute. Jay, oh my god, y'all, Jay rubbed me so wrong. She was rubbing me wrong from the get go. But because she had a good partner, because Cinco he kind of like helped her image. But first of all, when Jay came onto the scene doing what the niggas be doing, like the first assignment when they came in the house, the men was supposed to be planning a date, right? Her man comes with the rest of the women in the house and she's out there planning a date. Excuse me? Red flag number one, red flag. Honey, no. Hello. Right. They both had babies on each other. We're talking about Charlie and Jared. That is crazy. Hey, Miss Kira. Hey, y'all. It is a mess. She's giving Mary J. Blige no more drama. I know that's right. It was a mess. It was a mess. But Jay really did rub me the wrong way, y'all. She really did. Like even when they came in the house, Cinco had to apologize for her, but she really cool. She really dope. You know, don't worry about her not speaking. Excuse me. You know, not doing it. So anyway, he already saw what was going on, right? So when she got called to the carpet, who called her to the carpet? Was it Britt? Because I feel like her and Britt, they had like some tension going on because first of all, Jay didn't like the way Britt was going around being really touchy feely and really friendly with all of the guys except for hers. And so Jay called her out on it. And of course Britt, she gonna sit up there and gonna try to deny it. Britt looked cute. I think she was sitting. I think she looked cute. It's just these attitudes, girl. I don't know. It's just the attitudes. Um Child. And then we got some tea, y'all. We got some tea. Um, Jay and Cinco, y'all. I hear that they aren't even together. I heard that she's on. Somebody had Instagram me, inbox me, talking about Jay on the internet, talking shit about Cinco. Ho ho ho. Not too much on my Cinco now. Cut that shit out. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna read the text message when we get through the review or whatever. My thoughts. And so let me see what else. I think the girls look good. Charlie, girl, she looked like a can of spoiled milk. I don't know. Kiki, she did pretty good. The hair was a little busy. It's a little stuff going on here. But honey, if looks could kill, girl, Alicia did not have no time for that nigga Irvin at all. You hear me? No time, no patience for that nigga at all. And then also too, I felt like she was kind of doing mixed signaling. Like I felt like she was trying, but the energy wasn't matching. It wasn't aligning, and like she would try, and then Irvin would be like, it was just real crazy or whatever. But anyway, they didn't see it for each other. I felt like they did. Did they do? I felt like she might have apologized. Did she apologize? I felt like she apologized for saying that she felt unsafe because that was one of the things that Taronda, the host, called her out on. Right? They called her. She called her out on not feeling safe, and then when he removed himself, she's talking about come back, come back. And listen, we saw with sweet tea, sour tea, and how that leprechaun treated her, and how she was going after him as well. When you're in it, but you don't see it. When you're in it, that's what that looks like. And I felt like that was one of those type of things. What's up, Demarcus? What's going on, boo? Brittany call her, then Charlie co-signed Jay attitude problem. Right, right. Okay, so that's what happened. So we definitely know that Jay kind of got called out for, not being as nice and pleasant or whatever. But like I said, she wants to be the man in a relationship. I don't know who or why anybody signing up for that, but I don't know. We ain't doing that over here. But baby, when I tell you they was getting all into it, she was just like, I deserve a good man. And then like she thought about lying. You remember they asked was they dating, right? She thought about lying because it was a pregnant pause in there. And I think she was gonna try to save face or whatever. But she ended up telling the truth. And I applaud her for that. Don't be we not ashamed that we're unattached. We're not doing that no more. That's old tide late and through. Girl, like you said, you want your peace, you deserve a good man, you deserve the best man, and you keep your standards high as giraffe pussy, okay? So I didn't fault her for that or whatever. And he was like, spare me or whatever. Girl, listen, it's over. And then this nigga sitting up here talking about, oh, he's sitting over here talking about he got a girl. Talking about, you remember when they went to the therapy or something, they said he got a phone call from an ex, and it was some kind of sign, and it was telling him something. Boy, get out my face. Clay. Oh, this was a bad look. This was a bad look for Tati as well, because first of all, Big Booty Judy wouldn't have even been able to hit it, because I mean, those hips, that butt, them thighs, girl. I don't know. I mean, I guess, women, we tend to try to give people a chance to see whether or not they will. But I still feel like she betrayed herself, because I always felt like she saw something. Her intuition was telling her something the whole time, and the fact that she gave herself to him, and they went to the boom boom room, and I'd have been doing a Chris on Clabassier. Let me just call him Clay. I'd have been doing a Chris. How Chris was Alexis. That's what that would have been. That's what that would have been. We wouldn't have been doing that. Okay? Because first of all, why? And second of all, ugh. He done already lied to you, child. It was just too much. It was like the writing was on the wall, and I felt like Tati betrayed herself in this instance. I felt really bad for her when her mom came and they were talking and stuff like that. I was just like, damn. I was like, this is bad. But she did do a nice little comeback. Um, y'all heard that she got like a podcast. I think I saw a little clip of it, and I saw her and was it Jay? Her and Jay on there, and whatever. It's fine. It's fine. And then also too in the reunion, y'all, what's up with her and Chris and the googly eyes? What's up with that? They got the googly eyes. What's going on? Right. Irv is not dating nobody. He is not fooling nobody, girl. He was sitting up there trying to save face, like I said. Yes, go choke on it. Ooh, you know what? You know what, Shayna? You might be right. However, I thought I heard somebody after the reunion saying that there was some kind of something going on in the house, like some kind of attraction going on in the house. So, yeah, she could have been his plumber girl. Play, yuck. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be like that. I'm not trying to be that person. Let me not be that person, child. Y'all, is it storming? Where y'all at? It is a terrible thunderstorm going on over here. I hope my internet is still doing good. Okay, so we are talking about this whole thing with this whole connection or whatever. Listen, Clay was sitting up there trying to use the bro code. He was trying to use the bro code about this hug. Knowing he goddamn well that he was wrong for that shit. And then he gonna try to get the dudes. Now we do know it's a bro code. We do know that, right? You know it's a bro code. Sorry, I got my edge tamer on, y'all. Hope I don't look too ghetto. But we do know that they use the bro code. But I love that they did not fall for it. Like, nigga, we see this. Like, it's not like he was trying to act like, raise your hand, we need to take a poll. Nigga, you do know we see you, right? You do know we're on TV. And I'm so glad ain't none of them niggas, because I would have been calling all of them out. I would have called them all out saying that they was just, doing that because it was a dude. Y'all knew that shit was flawed. You knew it was foul. You knew it was wrong. So just go ahead and take your lashings, okay? You was wrong. Like, point blank, end the period. Come on. Thank you. Yes, it is, girl. It is bad. Like, I mean, it's been storming since like 4 or 5 o'clock. Still going on. But that whole thing, baby, when I tell you Alexis is over it, and she was just like, you can have him. She was so over it. That's the kind of over it I wanted her to be in the season, in the experience. She was doing too much begging for me. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Can't do it. And so yeah, so this whole little thing between them, fine. Listen, Brittany and Ty, honey, honey, it's just a no. It's just a no. Just say you wanted your crab legs. Just say that when he took his hat off, it was a no. I wasn't attracted. Just say it. Just say it. And then he kind of tore his draws with me because she said she was trying to do some things. He was like he wanted to cater to her, but that was only after they had the knock out, drag out fight by the pool about her asking for a glass. I mean, a drink, right? And he was like, "Well, I'm cooking. I'm doing this. I'm doing that." But he's not doing it for her. He's doing it for the people in the house. And I'm like, nigga, are you here for the people in the house or are you here for me? So when she called him out on that, that's when he started to cater to her. But he was already promising her that online. And when we got into the situation, to the experience, that wasn't happening. Like he looked like he was trying to make buddies, you know what I'm saying? So listen, she called him out. Look, all you gotta do is say one time that I ain't asked you to do something for me or something. She was like, I ironed your clothes. I was rubbing your shoulder. He was like, oh, you did this. Nigga, what? Excuse me? Okay. I ain't doing shit else. Because obviously there is no appreciation for it. Nigga, you act like because you fixed me crab legs one night, then I'm supposed to let you crack? No. Listen, let you crack sounds so whack for me because I don't know what the fuck. That term, literally, this show put the word crack on the map for me. I ain't know shit about it. I ain't know nothing about no crack until we start listening to these fellas talk on this show. So I ain't know shit about no crack. So that's why I sound whack coming out my mouth. But he wanted affection, and Brittany, she just was not attracted. You know what I'm saying? Right. She eyed his clothes. Look, nigga, I ain't got to do a fuck ass thing no more. I ain't doing nothing. Talking about I ain't asked you to do that. I'm a grown ass man. I can do that. Oh, excuse me. Say less. Say less. Yes, we can definitely retire the word crack from this day forward. Absolutely. But like what I said, I feel like this is just crazy. This was crazy, and I'm glad they kind of ended it. I felt like they was trying. Like I said, they gave it a good old college try, whatever. So anyway, he was just trying to appease him. These were the first signs of trouble in paradise, and I was just like, this don't look good. It don't look good. Like she was trying. She was trying. But yeah, baby. We need to put that hat back on. So then here we go. Jay getting into it with Brittany. Don't you mess with my man. Find your own man. That's what the hell Jay said to Brittany. And then Brittany had the little grievance about her not speaking and not being the friendliest or whatever. And I kind of like Cinco is cool. Cinco is cool. I'm gonna put him in a category until I hear otherwise. I'm gonna put him in the category. Well, I not with the husbands, but cool dude, cool dude. I like, he was the man with the most sense, the most emotional intelligence, the best manners. Um, he must have grew up around a lot of women. That's what I'll say. So whomever raised this young man, thank you, girl. We got a good one until we don't. Okay. Now Cinco and Jay, they kind of had this thing. Not Cinco. It was all Jay, y'all. It was all Jay. Like she had like a competitive nature. Like she was just so obsessed with being the best couple. I'm like, girl, you ain't getting no consolidation. There's no prize at the end of this. At least for season 1, didn't they give him something? They gave him, just in case they was going to relocate, they gave them some kind of furniture. They gave them some kind of furniture, right? Some furniture gift card or something. Yeah, girl. Like, I mean, I understand being competitive and I understand all of the things, but at the end of the day, I'm sitting up here like, girl, what? And that air that she has about her, and I'm gonna tell you what it is. I'm just gonna take a stab at it. I'm gonna take a stab at it. I'm gonna take a stab at it. She's one of those women. You know how women will. Not saying that this is Cinco. Cinco is a good guy. I can see him being a good guy. But this archetype, this girl right here, she is one of those ones that like to fake the funk. Like when I tell you Black women are the biggest liars when it comes to I'm in the best relationship and all this other stuff, and 26 years of marriage and your shit looking like underneath the I mean, just looking a mess. Like you lift up something like a piece of patio gravel, and you look underneath there and you see all the mess. You see all like the snakes and the earthworms and the crickets and the dirt and all the mess up underneath there. But then you put the little pave back on there, and then you know and just present to the world that everything is so great and so fine. That's that archetype. That's that woman right there. And from that text message that I read, or it might have been an Instagram thing, and she started talking bad about Cinco. I'm like, no, 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 no. Let's not do that. Because you was the one just sitting up there putting this nigga on a pedestal. Now all of a sudden he got bad hygiene. And we'll get into it. I'll pull up the text message and all this other stuff. Don't be talking shit about Cinco now, girl. No. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Yeah, she thought it was a goddamn competition, girl. Yeah, she said he stink. Girl, I'm telling you, I'm gonna read the text. And like, but you knew all of that. You knew all of that. And you still let him crack. I'm sorry, y'all. I ain't gonna say no more. On the first night, no less. But at the end of the day, I'm still sitting up here like, girl, don't do that. That's one of those things like, um, her da 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 stink, and but nigga, she was just on right in the face. Cut it out. Let's not do that. Cause you look stupid. You be dragging yourself like it's a self drag, Jay. So don't do that. Don't do that. I think what it was is that she didn't get she didn't get the her reputation didn't come out clean in the wash. And people started to kind of turn on her a little bit, and people was liking Cinco. And I think that, it might have got to her, or she might wanted to air some things out. And I'm like, this, yeah, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Right. She wanted bragging rights. That's all she ever cared about. Right. We looking at Jay crazy girl like, nah. What you saying? Because that's not what you were saying. Like, come on. Let's not do that. Let's not. So yeah. So he left, y'all. So he has this thing. And then another thing, she talking about she didn't want to fly. She didn't want to fly overseas. Now listen, the planes is falling out the sky. I ain't really trying to fly right now either. However, I would be going to see that man. What you talking about? Asia? He going to play overseas? He got a contract? Girl, what? Girl, like, this her whole demeanor, everything that she was saying, and he was just like, well, yeah, she's always like a no person. I have to talk her into it. And I'm like, like, no, like, Jay, it's a wrap on you, girl. I did not like it. So anyway, he kissed her, they left or whatever. I think they played some games. Where are my games at? I thought I had the games. Okay. So they played some games, and he was considered the peacemaker, y'all. So of course, because girl, who the hell put Jared name up there? I remember I saw it probably was Clay or Chris ass talking about some damn Jared with their retarded ass. Everybody put Cinco for the most part, saying that he was the keeping things calm in the house and stuff like that. And I'm like, damn, why we just can't get to the issues? Why the fuck are we playing games when we were playing games in the experience? This is the time for confrontation, not for no goddamn games. However, there was one question. Let's get to it. If you had a do-over and could switch partners with anyone else on this stage, who would it be and why? Now, bitch, that's a messy question. Now, I could see having that question, but the whole peacemaker and all that stuff, like, come on, let's get to the real. Let's get to the real. That's where I'm at with it. Let's get to the real. But for the most part, I think the baby, when I tell you Clay was mad AF at Chris talking about he wanted a shot at Tatiana, girl. When I tell you, Baby, when I tell you, I was so happy how mad he was, girl. He couldn't even control himself. Like, he couldn't even control his breathing, girl. When I tell you, I was cracking up. I said, that's good on your ass. That's good on you, Clay. That's what the fuck you deserve, okay? So that was so funny. And how Tati was kind of like playing into it. And then, of course, she was looking real sexy. She had the girls out or whatever. Girl, baby, when I tell you Chris was over there salivating, listen, I'm telling you what I know. I say it was a mess. And then also, too, y'all, was y'all confused about the Brandon and the Charlie of it all? I was like, hmm. I didn't notice that. Like, I'm trying to figure out, like, where did that come from out the clear blue sky? I mean, I guess he probably said she a dodo bird. I mean, I might as well crack too. It's like, no, I might as well crack too. Yeah. Anyway, that was a little that was a little mess. I was cracking up. Listen, look, I already got it on the slide. And look, she low key looked like she'll let him do it too. Look at Hey Tamika, how you doing? Y'all hit the like button. We are discussing the Never Ever Mets. This is season 2. I'm just giving my overall thoughts and just coming to you with a little commentary about the reunion and just the fallout of the show. Right, I want an Xbox too. Come on, listen. Hello. Now, child, look at Brandon. Look at that smile, y'all. Girl, he's a cutie. And then I like dreads. If y'all know, I like braids, but I like dreads on men, women, whatever. Love dreads as long as they're neat and in place like they are now. Yes, everybody hit that like button, turn on your notifications, and subscribe to the channel. And subscribe to Tamika's Den as well, y'all. All right, y'all. Let's get us back in the algorithm, okay? Now, Kiki and Brandon, let's just call it a wrap. I don't think that there's anything else to discuss about this. They aren't um compatible. First of all, she's guarded. Second of all, she was in a whole relationship while she was talking to this man. Y'all, how long was she talking to Brandon? I feel like she was talking to Brandon for a minute. Y'all let me know, cause I don't got the facts. But I almost thought that maybe Brandon wasn't into BBWs, but it always seemed that he was. He never seemed like turned off by her. It was never like a Brittany and Ty situation. It felt like he always had care for her, even though it was a little overboard. Just a little overboard for me, because I'm grown and you let the grown folks do what the grown folks do. So. But I felt like he was attracted to her. I felt like I remember him. I remember when one of the girls came down. I want to say it was Jay. She came down talking about Kiki sick. Baby, when I tell you Brandon sprinted, was trying to figure out what was going on with Kiki. He didn't play about Kiki. He liked her, but then she started turning him off. I think she gave him the ick after a while, and he was just like, chucked up the goddamn deuces, child. But it was a mess, though. It was a mess. But anyway, interesting. Now, like I said, we already talked about this, child. When I tell you Clay was pressed like a panini, he was so pressed. Chris was like, he's like, I see how you looking at Tati. He was like, are you looking at the back of my head? How you see how I'm looking at Tati? Baby, when I tell you that shit was so funny to me. Like I said, Alexis was over it. She was just like, somebody else's problem on another day, okay? Okay, right. Yes, 4 years. That's what I thought. I thought it was like Charlie the same way. Yes. Okay, thank you. Okay, I hope I have a little bit of taste on me or something. He is a handsome guy. Okay. Now this shit show. They could just have their own little reality show by themselves. This was a shit show. This whole thing, Charlie, like she's saying that he's giving her mixed signals. But no, you know how somebody want to still have access to you, so they don't want to take away, revoke all of their access by being nasty or mean about it. But I felt like what he was doing was trying to still keep a door open, if that makes any sense. I feel like but he was being clear. I felt like he was being very clear. He was like, um, you know, and all the whole thing about him saying "f no" at the table during the game and stuff like that, and her like I felt like she was dry begging that nigga. I was like, girl, ooh, such a bad look for Charlie. Girl, you need some self esteem. You need some self love. You need all of the things. So I hope you get it. And she played herself. Oh my god, it was. I was just like, yikey, dikey. Like you can't even like. She was like, but then he keeps saying all these good things, and I'm like, no.
Love, moving too bossy, we don't tread softly, but not flossy, the streets that taught me, moving too bossy, we don't tread softly, but not flossy, the streets that taught me, I'm just trying to get my nigga paid. We came from Section 8, and I knew I was at since the second grade. Man, I swear my time is coming, cause I'm never late. Came from broken homes and broken dreams to getting paid. Love, dollar bill, listen close, this is not a drill. Cause hungry trying to get a meal. I've been in light, who gon' pay a bill? I've been in action, been attraction, surplus with niggas lacking, shining light but still be blacking, red lights will stop the action, green to go, even when it's slow. Higher heights to balance out the lows. Can't ride the wave cause you ain't got a boat. All you niggas only need to know basis. There's a water, y'all can't f with my oasis. Reason y'all not winning, y'all don't know the f***ing basis. Moving too bossy, we don't tread softly, but not flossy, the streets that taught me, moving too bossy, we don't tread softly, but not flossy, the streets that taught me, I'm just trying to get my nigga paid. We came from Section 8, and
Yeah,
I knew I was at
the storm has come through, baby. Um, I did the. Y'all let me know whether or not y'all can hear me and see me. I know I went out, so I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm connected through my cell phone, like a hotspot. So it still may be a little wonky until the Wi-Fi comes back. Yeah. But yeah, y'all. I'm sorry. Where were we? Where were we, girl? Manipulative, deceitful, and truthful, all at the same time. Now, when I say, yeah, I'm gonna say deceitful. I'm gonna say because I still feel like there were some things he was hiding from her, knowing that, girl, y'all. When I tell you how I felt like he dragged her, y'all. Like I felt like he was like, "Oh, you know what? Sometimes sex can make up for certain situations." And to me, it sounded like her sex was compensating for all them damn kids. Is it just me? The way he said it, like I'm telling you, I listen to people's words. I listen to the words you say. Like sometimes we can get into some intentions and some whatever, but my partner, I don't play. Excuse me? Oh, you taking it the wrong. Do you want to rephrase? Because I'm listening to what you're saying. I'm listening to the words that are coming out of your mouth. Listen, I'm not sitting up here trying to feed your words into some kind of fantasy and loop. Like, my ears are open. Like, so if you're saying something, I'm hearing exactly what you're saying. I'm not gonna try to make it. I ain't putting no sugar on shit. Child, my son always be like, "Mom, why you so mean? Why you so mean?" I'm not mean. I take it for face value. I'm not gonna try to finagle. I'm not gonna try to, you know, come up with what I think you might be thinking. No, you say what you mean, and you mean what the fuck you say when you talk to me. Period. But she is very delusional. A lot of women are very delusional. Like, I'll be sitting there, I'll be like this. If y'all listen, they are telling you exactly what. I don't be understanding. I just be trying. I was like, yo, he kind of like told you. I was like, I don't know how we supposed to feel about that. Like, I really be feeling. Yes, make it plain. Like, I'm not gonna be sitting up here trying to do no mental gymnastics. I'm not gonna bend myself in a pretzel. You better say it. You better say it right. That's how I feel. Because listen. So anyway, the reunion overall rating, I gave it a 5 out of 10 because, like I said, Taronda did not ask the questions. Um, First of all, the question that she didn't ask, Jared, why you on this fuck shit? Why do you act like this? Why do you think that this what your philosophy and the way you think about relationships in life, why do you think that's okay? Where did you learn that from? Why would you do that? Like, confront him on his fuck shit. Like, I felt like he really, really, really like played in that girl's face. Now she allowed it, but I felt like as an outsider looking in, I felt like she could have clocked him on that. Like, nah, nigga, you need to answer for this foolishness. What are you talking about? You don't belong in no kind of relationship. You don't need to be in a relationship. You need to be a fun time dude. You just a dildo. You know what I'm saying? Like, have fun. There is no relationship goals with this nigga Jared. And like I said, anybody that get with Jared after this experience, seeing it on TV, good on you. Good on you. You get what you get. Okay? May the odds forever be in your favor. Girl, no. Absolutely not. It was underwhelming, but yeah, we're glad that we got one. But like I said, like, oh yeah, yep, dug more into Charlie and Brandon, that too, and I felt like his actions, like, I felt like he stood in it. It wasn't like he was deflecting. It wasn't like he wasn't saying what it was. He said exactly what it was, and it's up to her to accept it or not accept it. And then, when at the end of the day, like, girl, what? But anyway, the season overall was a 7.5 for me. I was good with it. Like I said, it doesn't have to be like that first season. You remember that fight that the dude and the girl had or whatever? Like, I don't need that. Like, people be talking about stuff be boring and stuff like that. I enjoy just people watching. I love just watching whatever. So it doesn't have to be super, super juicy. It doesn't have to be, you know, all kinds of fights and stuff like that. I just enjoy, some of the things or whatever. And I thought that this is a cute concept or whatever, but I enjoyed it. Definitely enjoyed it better than season one. So we're gonna go ahead and cap this out. We're almost at an hour. I'm gonna come back tomorrow with Real Housewives of Atlanta. The season 16 has wrapped, and I'm gonna do like similar to this. It's not gonna be a blow blah. We're just gonna talk. We're just gonna talk. We're gonna shoot the shit. We're gonna have a good time, and not for a long time, but we're just gonna have a cute little time or whatever. So I'm gonna try to get back into doing content, and like I said, they probably won't be as I still like to do the show and tell, of course. That's just me. I can't get away from that. I'm just a show and tell type of person. But I definitely like to give my opinions and my takes because I watch so much, y'all. I went to go see Megan 2.0, so I might do a review for that when I get off of here, but it'll be a upload, a pre-record. Megan 2.0, 28 years later. I was supposed to go see something today with Idris Elba, but I didn't because of the storm. So I didn't feel like traveling and doing all that stuff or whatever. And plus, I live like so far from the places I have to go to see the movies. But yeah, I'm gonna be here and we're gonna come here and chat it up. And I appreciate everybody who stopped by. Thank you, Shayna Boo, for being in the chat for me. Monique 69 Ways, Candy Love TV, Tamika Stan came up through. We have Mo 69. These are all of my content creators, all of my collaborators that I've worked with previously. Miss Kira was here for a moment. And yeah, so y'all go ahead and y'all subscribe to all the people. West Coast Barbara was in the building. Daria stopped through. And yeah, so I don't want to. I know other people are going live around 7:30, so I don't want to encroach on their time. But thank you so much for being here with me. If you're catching it on the replay, make sure you hashtag replay. Give me your overall ratings in the comments and let me know who you think was the biggest fuck nigga on the show. Okay. Anyway, that is it for me, y'all. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm not gonna say 6 because 6 is proving a little too early for me, so I'm gonna say 7. Okay, so I'll be here for season 16. We already covered a little bit of it, like half the season, but we need to touch on some of the things or whatever because this season felt so disjointed to me. So if y'all okay, so we'll just talk about it tomorrow, but there are so many different I feel different ways. Like I started off feeling this way in the beginning of the season and then towards the end of the season I felt a totally different way. So we need to talk about the things because there are a lot of things have changed. The chessboard has moved. There's a lot of moving parts going on Real Housewives of Atlanta. So yeah, y'all. So thank you anyway. We'll talk about it tomorrow. But y'all see I'm excited, right? So I need to get my little talking points together because this is a mess. Yes, thank you so much, Candy. You enjoyed my take on this foolishness. It was a mess. It was a mess, and I did watch y'all while y'all was covering it as well. So yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Y'all go ahead and I see y'all tomorrow. Hashtag replay and put your comments in the comment section. Bye, y'all.